The Stoics, renowned for their deep understanding of human nature and the dynamics of relationships, knew that psychology is a powerful tool in all aspects of life, including intimate connections. Stoicism is not just about emotional restraint and virtue, it also teaches the importance of understanding others and mastering the art of connection. In this episode, we're going to dive into an area that most men shy away from discussing openly, but one that has a huge impact on intimacy: S3x positions. These 7 S3x positions are designed to maximize pleasure and connection, even if you're not the largest guy out there. The truth is, it's not always about size, it's about technique, comfort, and intimacy. By mastering these moves, you'll create deeper connections and intense pleasure for both you and your partner. So, stick around until the end to learn all 7, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your story in the comments if any of these have worked wonders for you. Pay special attention to Chapter 5, this one is a real game changer. Chapter 1, the Tarzan Move. The Tarzan move is a classic position that allows you to take control while offering a deep, intimate connection. It's a position that maximizes both physical pleasure and emotional closeness, making it an irresistible option for women. Here's how it works. The woman lies on her back with her legs straight up in the air, while the man kneels in front of her. By holding her legs steady, you not only gain control over the angle and depth of your thrusts, but also have the ability to regulate the rhythm with precision. This makes it an ideal position to create powerful, satisfying movements, even if size isn't your strongest attribute. What makes the Tarzan move so appealing is the combination of dominance and connection. From a Stoic perspective, balance is essential in all aspects of life, including intimacy. The Stoics believed in the power of control over one's impulses, and the Tarzan move gives you the power to create a dynamic that flows between gentle, sensual strokes and more intense, rhythmic thrusts. This ebb and flow of movement will make the experience feel more personal and attuned to her reactions, creating a stronger bond between you both. Psychologically, this position also taps into the emotional aspects of intimacy. The woman's legs are raised, leaving her in a vulnerable yet trusting position. Vulnerability, when met with care and confidence, fosters a deeper emotional connection, and the Tarzan move allows you to maintain that balance of power and tenderness. Eye contact is especially impactful in this position. As you thrust, you can gaze directly into her eyes, reinforcing emotional closeness. Stoics understood the importance of connection that goes beyond the physical realm, and strong eye contact can make the experience more intimate and emotional, which women find deeply satisfying. Another aspect of this position that heightens its appeal is the flexibility and support it provides. Supporting her legs in the air gives you leverage to adjust the intensity without straining either of you. For her comfort, you can adjust her feet to rest on your shoulders or hold her ankles, depending on what feels better. You can also use pillows or cushions under her lower back to provide extra support and ensure that she's relaxed. Comfort is a key element to great intimacy, and the more relaxed and supported she feels, the more she can fully enjoy the experience. The Tarzan move also brings a sense of novelty and adventure to your intimate moments. The position allows for creativity in your movements and gives you the opportunity to switch things up, keeping things fresh and exciting. Women love variety and unpredictability in intimate encounters, and this position allows you to show off your adaptability while maintaining control. Moreover, this move doesn't require significant physical strength or size. What makes it powerful is the connection it fosters through controlled movement, eye contact, and careful attention to her responses. By focusing on how she reacts and adapting your approach accordingly, you'll show her that you are attuned to her needs, which will make the experience unforgettable. The Tarzan move is proof that intimacy is about much more than just physical prowess. It's about creating a dynamic of trust, connection, and mutual pleasure. Lastly, the Tarzan move offers opportunities to explore different angles and sensations. By adjusting the way you hold her legs, you can explore deeper penetration or more shallow, teasing movements. You can also vary the pace, alternating between slow, intimate thrusts and faster, more intense strokes, depending on how the moment evolves. This versatility ensures that the experience never feels one-dimensional and allows you to respond to her cues in real time, further enhancing the connection. In summary, the Tarzan move is more than just a position, it's a tool for building emotional and physical intimacy. By mastering this move, you can show her that you're not only confident and in control, but also sensitive to her needs and emotions. It's a position that, when done right, will leave a lasting impression and create a deeper, more meaningful bond between you both. Chapter 2: The Cuddle Thrust. The cuddle thrust is a position that brings together physical closeness and emotional comfort. Unlike more acrobatic or aggressive positions, this one allows you to create a deep sense of intimacy without overwhelming her. In this position, the woman lies on her side in a fetal position, while you position yourself behind her. This alignment creates a natural spooning setup, which is both comforting and sensual. The beauty of this move is that it allows you to focus on a slow, steady rhythm that emphasizes closeness and connection over intensity. The Stoics believed that physical pleasure, while valuable, should be balanced with emotional connection. The cuddle thrust is a perfect reflection of that philosophy. It's not about pushing boundaries or showing off physical prowess, but rather about being present in the moment and fully engaged with your partner. In this position, you can easily wrap your arms around her, holding her close as you thrust, which helps create a sense of safety and security. This is a position where tenderness takes center stage, and women often find it irresistible because it makes them feel cherished and valued. From a psychological perspective, the cuddle thrust taps into a woman's desire for comfort and closeness. Women are often more attuned to emotional intimacy than men, and this position provides the opportunity to nurture that connection. As you thrust, your bodies are fully aligned, which creates a sense of unity and togetherness. You are not just focused on physical pleasure, but on creating an emotional bond that goes beyond the surface. This combination of physical and emotional closeness is what makes the cuddle thrust so powerful. Another advantage of this position is the ability to focus on your partner's responses without the pressure of intense movement. Because the angle of penetration is more gentle, it allows for a slower, more deliberate rhythm, which can heighten her sensations over time. This slower pace also allows you to be more in tune with her reactions, adjusting your movements to enhance her pleasure without overwhelming her. It's a position that emphasizes quality over quantity, focusing on the experience rather than the outcome. The cuddle thrust is also perfect for creating an ongoing connection through touch. Since your bodies are so closely aligned, you can easily use your hands to caress her body, stroke her hair, or hold her hand. These small gestures can make a big difference in how intimate the moment feels. Women often crave these little touches because they reinforce the emotional connection, making the experience feel more personal and meaningful. One key to mastering the cuddle thrust is maintaining a steady rhythm. Because this position is more about connection than intensity, you'll want to avoid overly fast or aggressive movements. Instead, focus on creating a smooth, continuous flow that feels natural and comforting. This is a position where less is more, and subtlety can be incredibly powerful. By maintaining control over your movements and focusing on the connection between you, you'll create an experience that is both deeply satisfying and emotionally fulfilling. In conclusion, the cuddle thrust is an excellent position for creating a strong emotional connection while still providing physical pleasure. Its emphasis on comfort, closeness, and tenderness makes it a favorite for women who crave emotional intimacy in their sexual experiences. By mastering this position, you'll show her that you are not just interested in physical pleasure, but in building a deeper, more meaningful bond that goes beyond the surface. Chapter 3: The Pillow Thrust. The pillow thrust is all about creating the perfect angle for both comfort and pleasure. In this position, the woman lies on her back with her butt elevated by pillows or by your hands, while you kneel in front of her and thrust. The elevation provided by the pillows allows for deeper penetration and better control over the angle of your thrusts, making this position not only pleasurable, but also easy to adjust based on your partner's preferences. The Stoics believed in the importance of preparation and forethought in every aspect of life, and the pillow thrust embodies this principle perfectly. By taking the time to position her correctly and use pillows to enhance the experience, you're demonstrating that you are not just rushing into things, but are thoughtful and considerate about creating the best possible experience for both of you. This attention to detail can make a huge difference in how she experiences intimacy with you. One of the key benefits of the pillow thrust is that it allows for deeper penetration without requiring a significant amount of effort on your part. The elevation provided by the pillows naturally tilts her pelvis upward, making it easier for you to reach her most sensitive areas. This position is ideal for maximizing pleasure while still maintaining a comfortable, relaxed pace. Because you have full control over the angle and depth of your thrusts, you can easily adjust your movements to suit her needs, ensuring that she's fully satisfied. The pillow thrust also provides the opportunity for a strong visual connection. As you kneel in front of her, you have a clear view of her body, and she can see you as well. This visual connection can be incredibly stimulating for both partners, as it reinforces the sense of intimacy and connection. Women often find this position irresistible because it combines physical pleasure with emotional closeness, making the experience feel more complete and fulfilling. Another advantage of this position is that it allows for easy access to her most sensitive areas. While thrusting, you can use your hands to stimulate her clitoris or breasts, adding another layer of pleasure to the experience. The combination of deep penetration and external stimulation can lead to intense orgasms, making the pillow thrust a highly effective position for creating a satisfying sexual experience. In conclusion, the pillow thrust is a versatile position that allows for both deep penetration and emotional connection. Its emphasis on preparation, control, and comfort makes it a favorite for women who want a satisfying, well-rounded experience. By mastering this position, you'll show her that you're attentive to her needs and are committed to creating an experience that is both physically and emotionally fulfilling. Chapter 4 of A Deep Dive. The deep dive is a unique and powerful position designed to heighten both physical and emotional sensations, creating a deeply intimate and satisfying experience for both partners. In this position, the woman lies flat on her stomach with her legs pressed together, while the man positions himself on top, entering her from behind. The combination of her closed legs and the angle of penetration creates a tighter, more stimulating experience, making the deep dive an irresistible favorite for women who crave deep, intense, and emotionally charged connections. One of the reasons why the deep dive is so effective is the level of control and sensitivity it allows. The Stoics were known for their mastery over emotions and moderation, valuing a balanced approach to life, and this position perfectly mirrors those teachings. Instead of fast, aggressive movements, the deep dive encourages a slow, deliberate rhythm that gives you full control over each thrust. The measured pace allows for a gradual build-up of pleasure, ensuring that both partners can savor the intensity of the moment. The slower tempo also lets you fully gauge and respond to your partner's reactions, fine-tuning your movements to enhance her pleasure. This position allows for a sense of intimacy that extends beyond the physical. Because your bodies are fully aligned, with your chest pressed against her back and your hips moving in sync, it creates an enveloping closeness that many women find incredibly comforting and intimate. The skin-to-skin contact throughout the encounter heightens sensations and creates a cocoon of warmth and connection, further enhancing the emotional depth of the experience. It's not just about the act itself, it's about fostering a sense of unity, as if you're moving as one. The deep dive also stands out for its ability to stimulate multiple erogenous zones. The angle of penetration allows you to apply pressure to sensitive internal spots, such as the G-spot, in a way that few other positions can achieve. Moreover, since her body is fully exposed in this position, you can also use your hands to stimulate her back, sides, or clitoris, further intensifying the sensation she feels. This combination of deep, internal stimulation and external touch can lead to heightened pleasure and more intense orgasms, making the deep dive a position that leaves a lasting impression. From a psychological perspective, the deep dive also taps into the dynamics of control and surrender in a way that many women find irresistible. While you're in control of the depth and rhythm of the thrusts, she's in a position of vulnerability, completely open to your movements, yet trusting you to guide the experience in a way that maximizes her pleasure. This delicate balance between dominance and care aligns perfectly with Stoic teachings on self-mastery and understanding the needs of others. In this position, you're not just focused on your own gratification, but are fully attuned to her responses, ensuring that her pleasure is at the forefront of the experience. Emotionally, the deep dive fosters a sense of security and closeness that is essential in intimate relationships. The physical proximity and aligned bodies create a feeling of unity and trust, which can deepen emotional bonds. For many women, sex isn't just about physical pleasure, it's about feeling safe, understood, and connected to their partner. By engaging in the deep dive, you're offering her a level of closeness that goes beyond mere physicality, allowing her to feel cherished and valued. Moreover, the slow, rhythmic pace of this position allows for deeper breathing and synchronization between partners, much like the mindful practices taught by the Stoics. When you breathe in unison with your partner, it creates a shared rhythm that enhances the sense of connection and presence. This kind of mindful breathing can also help you stay focused on the moment, rather than rushing through the experience. Being fully present allows you to savor the depth of each sensation, and this level of attentiveness will not go unnoticed by your partner. Communication is another key aspect of mastering the deep dive. Because the position is slower and more intimate, it opens up the space for verbal or non-verbal communication. You can take advantage of this closeness to whisper affirmations or check in with your partner, ensuring that she's comfortable and fully enjoying the experience. This level of communication builds trust and strengthens the emotional connection, making the encounter more fulfilling for both of you. Another major benefit of the deep dive is the level of control it offers in terms of stamina and endurance. The slower pace allows you to maintain control over your arousal, helping you last longer and making the experience more pleasurable for your partner. Women often appreciate when their partner is able to take their time, focusing on building her pleasure rather than rushing toward the finish line. The deep dive gives you the perfect opportunity to demonstrate this level of patience and control, ensuring a satisfying and prolonged experience for both of you. Additionally, because the deep dive allows for such close physical proximity, it creates the perfect opportunity for aftercare, a crucial but often overlooked aspect of intimacy. After the physical act, maintaining closeness through touch, kisses, or soft words can extend the emotional connection long after the physical sensations have faded. This kind of care and attention shows that you value not only the physical pleasure you shared, but also the emotional bond you've built. In conclusion, the deep dive is a position that offers a powerful combination of physical pleasure and emotional intimacy. Its slow, controlled pace aligns perfectly with Stoic principles of moderation and mindfulness, encouraging both partners to fully engage with each other in the moment. By mastering the deep dive, you're not just focusing on physical satisfaction, you're creating an experience that is deeply connected on both a physical and emotional level, making it a position that will leave her feeling cherished, fulfilled, and craving more. This balance of sensitivity, control, and intimacy is what makes the deep dive an irresistible position for women who value emotional depth in their sexual experiences. Chapter 5: The Rider's Delight. The rider's delight is an incredibly empowering position that allows your partner to take full control of the experience. In this position, the woman straddles you while you lie back, with her facing either forward or backward. This setup allows her to dictate the pace, rhythm, and depth of the thrusts, putting her in complete control of the flow and intensity of the encounter. It's an excellent position for women who enjoy being in charge of their own pleasure and want to explore their power during intimate moments. The beauty of the rider's delight is that it caters to her preferences while still keeping you fully involved. What makes the rider's delight so appealing to many women is the autonomy it offers. This position lets her explore what feels best for her body, giving her the freedom to adjust the angle, speed, and intensity as she likes. By letting her lead, you give her the space to focus on her own pleasure, making her feel empowered and confident in her sexual expression. This sense of empowerment is not only exciting for her, but also signals your trust in her, which enhances the overall connection between you both. The Stoics often emphasized the importance of balance in life, and this position embodies that balance beautifully. It's a shared experience where you're giving her the reins, trusting her to guide the rhythm of your encounter. In a way, you're both working together to create an experience that satisfies and fulfills both partners. By stepping back and letting her take charge, you demonstrate that you're secure in yourself and confident in allowing her to lead. This dynamic can be incredibly attractive as it shows that you're comfortable with a balance of power in the relationship. The rider's delight also offers a variety of physical benefits as it's a highly versatile position. Whether she's facing forward or backward, she has the ability to find the angles that work best for her body, maximizing both pleasure and comfort. When she's facing forward, it's easier for you to engage in meaningful eye contact and touch, deepening the emotional connection between you. Eye contact is one of the most potent forms of nonverbal communication during intimacy. It conveys trust, passion, and vulnerability, all of which strengthen the bond between you two. When she faces backward, it allows for a different, more adventurous experience. In this variation, she may feel even more in control of the experience as she can move freely without being guided by your gaze or direct touch. This can be particularly exciting for women who enjoy the feeling of being fully in command of the situation. The backward-facing version of the rider's delight also allows you to focus on other erogenous zones, such as her back and hips, further enhancing the experience for her. Another significant benefit of the rider's delight is that it allows for excellent communication during the act. Because she's in control of the pace and depth, she can slow down or speed up depending on how she feels, and you can easily communicate what works for both of you. This open line of communication fosters a sense of mutual respect and understanding, which is essential in building a deeper emotional connection. Women often appreciate when a partner is attentive and responsive to their needs, and this position encourages that kind of engagement. From a physical perspective, the rider's delight is one of the best positions for achieving clitoral stimulation, which is key to many women's pleasure. The forward-facing version allows her to grind against your pelvis, creating direct stimulation that can lead to more intense orgasms. Additionally, you can enhance the experience by using your hands to touch her in sensitive areas, such as her breasts or hips, further elevating the experience. This combination of self-directed movement and your gentle touch creates a powerful blend of physical pleasure and emotional intimacy. The rider's delight also offers a distinct psychological dynamic that many women find irresistible. The act of taking control during sex can be incredibly empowering, making her feel confident and assertive. When a woman feels in control of her own pleasure, it often leads to a more satisfying experience for both partners. By allowing her to guide the encounter, you show that you're confident and secure enough to give her that power, which can be deeply attractive. This mutual trust and respect can strengthen the emotional bond between you, making the encounter more meaningful. Moreover, the rider's delight taps into the balance between dominance and submission in a way that many women enjoy. While she's in control of the physical aspects of the encounter, there's still a sense of shared connection because of your involvement. You're supporting her movements, offering her stability and comfort while she explores her own pleasure. This dynamic creates a balanced exchange of energy where both partners are equally engaged in creating a fulfilling experience. The Stoics believed in mastering both one's emotions and external circumstances, and the rider's delight aligns with this philosophy. It teaches the importance of adaptability, patience, and trust in relationships. By letting her take the lead, you're not relinquishing control, but rather demonstrating your ability to adapt and create harmony. This approach can significantly enhance the quality of your connection, both emotionally and physically. In the rider's delight, you also have the opportunity to showcase your attentiveness and support. By being fully present and responsive to her needs, you communicate that her pleasure and comfort are important to you. This attentiveness is something women deeply appreciate, as it reflects emotional intelligence and a genuine interest in their well-being. It's not just about the physical act itself, it's about being in tune with her feelings, desires, and needs throughout the experience. In conclusion, the rider's delight is a position that offers a perfect balance of empowerment, control, and connection. It allows her to take charge of her own pleasure, creating a dynamic that is both exciting and deeply fulfilling. By mastering this position, you're showing that you're confident and secure enough to let her lead while still being fully engaged in the experience. The combination of physical pleasure and emotional intimacy makes the rider's delight an irresistible position for women who value both autonomy and connection in their intimate encounters. Chapter 6. The Lotus. The lotus position is one that emphasizes emotional closeness, intimacy, and spiritual connection. In this position, both partners sit facing each other with legs intertwined. She can wrap her legs around your waist while you sit cross-legged or with your legs wrapped around her. This position creates an intense closeness as you are face-to-face, allowing for deep eye contact, physical touch, and a slower, more intimate rhythm of movement. The Stoics believed that true fulfillment comes from connection, whether to oneself, to nature, or to others. The lotus reflects this idea in a physical sense, as it encourages a deeper bond between partners. Unlike positions that prioritize intense thrusting or quick satisfaction, the lotus is about being present in the moment and experiencing each other fully. The slow, gentle movements in this position allow for a heightened sense of sensitivity and closeness. Women find this position irresistible because of the intimate energy it brings. Being face-to-face throughout the entire act creates an emotional connection that's difficult to achieve in other positions. The closeness of your bodies enhances both emotional and physical sensations, leading to a more profound and lasting connection. For women, intimacy often means more than just physical pleasure. It's about feeling emotionally safe and understood. The lotus position gives you the opportunity to offer her that depth of connection, making it a favorite for creating long-lasting, meaningful moments. From a psychological perspective, the lotus also taps into the desire for mutual respect and understanding. Since both partners are equally engaged and intertwined, it feels like a shared experience rather than one person being dominant over the other. This creates a sense of balance and equality that many women find deeply satisfying. You can take this time to slow down, communicate through touch and eye contact, and truly focus on each other's pleasure. Additionally, the lotus position allows for ample opportunity for verbal communication. Unlike some positions where the physical movements take center stage, the slower pace of the lotus opens up space for you to talk, whisper sweet things, or check in with each other. This verbal communication can heighten the emotional connection, making her feel even more appreciated and understood. One key to mastering the lotus is to focus on your breathing. Breathing in sync with your partner creates an added layer of intimacy and helps both of you stay present in the moment. This type of mindfulness mirrors Stoic teachings about living fully in the present, without distraction or attachment to outcomes. When you are fully engaged in the moment, your partner will sense that you are truly focused on her and the connection between you, which will make the experience even more powerful. In conclusion, the lotus is an ideal position for those seeking to create deep intimacy and emotional connection during lovemaking. Its emphasis on closeness, communication, and mindfulness makes it an irresistible choice for women who crave not just physical pleasure, but emotional fulfillment as well. By mastering the lotus, you'll create an experience that resonates on both a physical and emotional level, leaving a lasting impression on her heart and mind. Chapter 7. The Bridge. The final position in this list, the bridge, is one designed to maximize both her pleasure and yours by creating the perfect angle for intense stimulation. In this position, the woman lies on her back with her legs bent and feet flat on the floor or bed, while she raises her hips off the surface, forming a bridge with her body. You kneel between her legs, supporting her lower back if necessary, and take control of the thrusts. The bridge position is particularly irresistible for women because it allows for deeper penetration and direct stimulation of her G-spot, creating intense sensations that can lead to powerful orgasms. The angle of her hips in this position makes it easy for you to control the depth and speed of your movements, while also ensuring that she experiences maximum pleasure with each thrust. From a Stoic perspective, the bridge is about balance, balancing pleasure with presence, control with sensitivity. The position itself requires a certain level of physical coordination and attentiveness to your partner's body, which mirrors the Stoic principle of being in tune with the present moment. This is not a position where you can simply go through the motions. You need to be fully aware of how your partner is feeling and adjust your movements accordingly to ensure that she's getting the most out of the experience. Another reason why the bridge is so effective is that it provides a perfect blend of control and submission. While you are in control of the thrusting, her elevated hips give her the ability to move and adjust as well, creating a dynamic where both partners are actively engaged in the experience. This balance of power is highly attractive to women because it allows them to feel both taken care of and empowered at the same time. The bridge also offers the opportunity for intense eye contact, adding another layer of emotional connection to the physical pleasure. As you kneel between her legs, you have a clear view of her face, allowing you to connect with her on a deeper level. Women often crave this kind of intimacy during sex, and the bridge provides the perfect opportunity to offer that. By maintaining eye contact and communicating through touch, you can create an experience that feels personal, intimate, and deeply satisfying. Additionally, the elevated angle of the bridge position allows for easy access to other forms of stimulation. You can use your hands to caress her body, stimulate her clitoris, or hold her hips to increase the intensity of your movements. This combination of deep penetration and external stimulation can lead to incredibly powerful orgasms, making the bridge one of the most effective positions for ensuring that she is fully satisfied. One important aspect of mastering the bridge is ensuring that your partner is comfortable. While this position can be highly pleasurable, it does require her to hold her hips in an elevated position, which can become tiring after a while. You can offer support by holding her lower back or using a pillow to help keep her lifted. This small adjustment can make a big difference in her comfort level, allowing her to relax and fully enjoy the experience. In conclusion, the bridge is a powerful position for creating intense physical pleasure while maintaining a deep emotional connection. Its emphasis on deep penetration, control, and intimacy makes it an irresistible choice for women who want a satisfying, well-rounded experience. By mastering this position, you'll not only ensure that she experiences maximum pleasure, but you'll also deepen the emotional bond between you, creating a lasting and meaningful connection. These 7 positions, each with its own unique advantages, are designed to maximize pleasure, connection, and intimacy in ways that women find irresistible. From the deep emotional connection of the lotus to the intense physical sensations of the bridge, mastering these moves will not only enhance your physical relationship, but also strengthen the emotional bond between you and your partner. Remember, the Stoics believed in living fully in the present and cultivating meaningful connections, and these positions are a powerful way to do just that in your intimate life. So, take the time to explore, experiment, and communicate with your partner. By focusing on both physical and emotional pleasure, you'll create an experience that is deeply satisfying for both of you. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your story in the comments. Let us know which of these positions you've tried or which one you're most excited to experience. Stay tuned for more tips on building better relationships, deeper connections, and a more fulfilling life.